U.S. Central Command Air Forces, or U.S. CENTAF, had to move its forces 7,000 miles quickly. Within days, 5 U.S. Air Force squadrons and 2...
So we brought over those kinds of airplanes you need to defend and deter, such as air defense air, to provide us capability at night.
In just 5 weeks, the coalition Air Force outnumbered the Iraqi Air Force.
When it became apparent that we were successful,
these fighter and attack planes patrolled the desert, providing cover for the largest military airlift in history.
We intended in the first 3 days. The weather really hampered us in this area, and that was our #1 concern.
The coalition was still able to destroy many nuclear, biological, and chemical storage sites and cripple Saddam's ability to produce and research these weapons. He was never able to use these weapons against the Allies during the war.
We had to divert an inordinate amount of assets to deal with that problem.
Although coalition air power destroyed many permanent Scud launchers in the opening attack, they did not destroy Saddam's mobile launchers. Saddam was still able to send Scuds towards Israel and Saudi Arabia.
Scud missiles caused a lot of problems in terms of psychological impact on both Saudi Arabia and Israel. So it became important we locate these very time-sensitive fleeting targets.
We actually wound up using 24 airplanes continuously, and then we supplemented those airplanes with strikes, and so it averaged out that we were using almost 100 airplanes a day to just deal with Scuds.
We used the lantern pods on the F-15E and the F-16s.
By night, F-15Es and lantern-equipped F-16s circled overhead. Deep behind Iraqi lines, U.S. and British Special Forces used laser designators to target Scud missiles for coalition air crews in western Iraq. Although the Scuds were never fully suppressed, air power greatly reduced their chances of hitting their targets and dramatically reduced Scud launches from 5 a day to 3 a week. Although the coalition struggled with the weather and the Scuds, they had little difficulty with the Iraqi Air Force. They were no match for coalition pilots.
The good team running southwest, 501. 3, red. Splash! Splash coming out westbound.
They could not complete intercepts. They couldn't even get close to airplanes. And that had to be very demoralizing for them.
Splash 2! OPEC 2, splash 2. OPEC 1 is engaged, second flogger, come off 5.
Since they couldn't survive in the air, the Iraqis began hiding their aircraft in shelters.
There's 2, boom, boom. Secondaries, big time. 4, 3, 2, 1, impact. Boom, there's a hit. There's a shack. And oh yeah, keep it in narrow. Secondaries, big time secondaries.
The Allies began to concentrate their attacks on these shelters by day 7 of the air campaign. Laser-guided bombs penetrated and destroyed over 300 of them. Since they couldn't survive in the air or on the ground, Iraqi aircraft began to run toward Iran en masse by day 9.
I think that the one thing that this war has done from an air power standpoint, without a doubt, that it has changed mass to precision. In the last 11 days of the air campaign before the ground campaign started, with precision weapons of the 111s and F-15Es, we destroyed in excess of 1,000 tanks. We destroyed in excess of 300 artillery pieces.
At day 30, General Horner gave this assessment.
And what we did is we pushed sorties forward over the battlefield every minute of the hour.